But when it comes to families, I think Africa now is in a crisis. Because part of the violence, even when we have solved other problems, we have solved the problem of education, we have solved the problem of empowerment, I think there is also a problem of culture. Because traditionally, in our tribes, people know how to speak to one another, how to answer questions, how to behave, how to sit. But now, these tribal customs are dying out, and they are being replaced by a vacuum of culture. So you can even find fights starting because of talking badly to each other, because people don't know how to talk to each other. I am gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Now, how would you, so even when there are no economic issues or what, but because of the buyaism, in Uganda here we have got a very good word, buyaism. Muyai is, we would call it in Francais, element déclassé. Element déclassé. Declassed elements. People are just behaving like they have no culture. This is a big issue which we need to talk about. How do we, this ministry, like this Ministry of Women, Ministry of Culture, to synthesize some of the old customs, the good ones, so that when the children are growing up, they are helped. They are helped. If the families can help them, train them how to talk, how to behave, it will be good. But children just grow up like wild trees. There will be a problem. Yes, if we solve education, we solve empowerment, then you will have new problems like the breakup of families. People get married, after 6 months, they divorce. Because they don't know how to relate to one another, how to talk to each other, how to, you know. They are wild. Mu abaana mulina okumanya abazadde balina okubayigiriza engeri y'okwogeramu, y'okubuuza abantu, y'okutura, because in the tribes, everything was regimented. How to talk, how to sit, how to eat. For instance, in my tribe, you cannot talk when you are eating food in your mouth. You are supposed to eat, chew the food, swallow, and then you talk. But now somebody with food in the mouth is talking. When I went to Europe the first time, I was surprised. Working lunch. How can we talk when we are eating? We are not supposed to talk when we are eating. We are supposed to eat. So me, what I do, I eat before When I come to working lunch, I just come to sit there and because I cannot manage to talk and at the same time eat. It's terrible. To talk when you have food in your mouth. But now, this is the culture of other societies, that you have working life. So I don't do anything. I eat early. And I just come and sit there to talk because I cannot manage it too. So how are you going to handle all this transition? It's a big challenge for the families and the societies as a whole. Yes, the children now have problems. We now have problems because of lack of this, lack of that, lack of that. But we are working on that. In time we shall overcome it. But even after that, how about the civilizational level? We need a new rational culture, distilling some of the old customs, and I will give you an example as a way of concluding. In the past, we used to have arranged marriages. In my tribe, when a boy was 16 or something like that, I would go and negotiate with the family. The boy will not be involved, and we finish the matters, and we bring the girl and we say, "Talk we have got a wife for you." That was the old way. Now, this one is no longer acceptable. The children must get their own partners. That's fantastic. But for me, I'm still reserving my role. When my children were growing up, I did not want to retire completely from playing a role. So I retreated from being on the front line, but I remained in the background as consultant. The idea was you go and reconnoiter, and if you see something good, come and ask me about it. Because I may give you an opinion. You may say, I have seen so-and-so's daughter who is wonderful, then I may know something about that family, because I'm a consultant. I may know something about the family. I say, no, that family, no, because there is something there. Now, if my children now dismiss me from my job of consultancy, then how do I make an input into these people's lives? So you can find all sorts of complications because of unplanned breakdown of the old society without being replaced by something well thought out. So as you talk of violence, yes, some of the violence is due to shortages, lack of jobs, lack of education, lack of money, but even with money, even with no economic hardships, you can have a cultural collapse. As has happened in some of the Western societies, because those Western societies have everything there. They have most of the things, not everything, but most of the things. But The families are broken down. There are no families. Now there's a new concept of a new family that a man can marry a man and a woman can marry a woman. So you can see that there are a lot of issues. That Ministry of Women and Culture is a very serious ministry. You need to really do a lot of thinking how to distill good things from the past, discard the bad ones, and synthesize the good, and you give it to our children there. So with these few words, it is my pleasure to do what? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I now open it.